Welcome back to 20-Sided Tales, episode 74, Chilling Gales. Where last we left our heroes, the Scarlet Vanguard had become the unsung saviors of Bevel Bay and rode out the sun's height zenith festivities with more cheer and more victory as Alikos had led the local Vison's team to first place in the rowing marathon. But with auspicious characters such as these, the next adventure always awaits. And so they made their heading alongside Ignicia's old troop unto Baldric's Watch to clear a friendly name. As the first night came to pass, so did a winnower of Eris's past. The young femme fatale Petra Stormbear had by chance been on the opposing side of the marathon and followed Alikos here for cold-blooded vengeance. To her chagrin, the man who so gruesomely killed her father was no more. Only Alikos remained, and he had no qualm with her. Unaccepting, she vouched to return when the killer reared his face from behind that noble's veneer, and like that she was gone over the hills. The next days only intensified when Sana had a chance encounter with her Potation parents at the Fleur de Crossroads. And given the wisdom by her new family, she confronted them, only to learn a smidgen of her truth and her origins. And so she parted from them once again. But now Sana had new motive as the Scarlet Vanguard continued their journeys southeast. It was upon the Braunhaus run when the caravan stopped amongst the bordellos and hostels that Sana's new family pledged to help her and detour from the carnival to investigate the hidden grove in which she was allegedly found. Come the next day, off our heroes went in search of this truth, and so they did find it. Here in a deadly still grove, a black flame, a scar, lingered, where once a celestial babe was attempted to be slain and was saved. In a flux of emotion and soul-searching, Sana was able to call upon her inner grace along with the help of her new family to mend this negative scar. And within moments, others flocked in, returning to this place which for a time only whispered death. But now, it sings hope, it sings of new beginnings. And that is where our episode begins. The camera slowly pans around this grove as a healing rain begins to pour down. And the camera casts its gaze upon Sana, her blanched face turning to meet the other members of the Scarlet Vanguard.
Something I describe, we see Sana in her dark blue robed, covered by her green robes. She has platinum hair that tumbles out from underneath, bright blue eyes, and pale skin. She looks to her new family. So, that happened. Thinking about the past day.
Yeah, that happened. How are you feeling?
Well, she looks down at herself. Fine, I think.
Okay. Hey, just out of curiosity, real quick, how many fingers am I holding up? And he just holds up 3 fingers as he casts Detect Evil and Good.
3?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Huh.
Well, okay. Seeing okay?
I think so. I feel.
No tingling?
Shakes her head. I feel fine.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
I look to Agni and Alikos. Well,
You did it there, Sana. That was great.
How do
You feel like it's on?
honestly, I think I hyped it up a little too much. I thought there'd be something, She starts looking around. Maybe it's for the best.
Agni kind of tosses her the oculary again. Just says, "Why don't you take another look?"
Catch it and looks at the spot, looks around.
No changes other than the fact that small
Flames.
creatures have returned. The flame, or whatever it was, beyond the sensations of the material plane, is now gone as you view it through this ether lens.
Nothing. I think we undid whatever happened here.
We? That was all you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Excellent work.
I couldn't have. She, like, scratches behind her head. Thank you. But I couldn't have done it without you all. I wouldn't know any of this without any of you.
Okay, but I do have one question. What do we
Yes?
even know?
That is a good question, actually. Do you know anything
Well-
about this whole magic situation?
This isn't the sort of magic I practice, and it's a little alien to me. I meant more knowing that I didn't come from those two people. I think what needed to be done is done here. I don't want to hold us back anymore.
There's still a lot to learn, I'm sure, and I'm sure we'll get there. If you ever need us to pause and, turn off to go looking, you just let us know.
Smiles widely, turns and wipes a small tear from her eye. So I think we're good to head back.
Yeah, we might want to catch up with the... Is nowhere around the Florian Fields you need to be, Sana?
Shakes her head. No, I'm done here for a while.
Oh, you sure?
All right.
Then we should catch up with the caravan then.
We may not.
They're
come
not
back
prone
here.
to waiting.
Sure, at least don't want to spend a minute.
Stops and slowly turns around, taking in the surroundings.
Think about it. Your journey into this world began here. Look how far you've come.
Honestly, I'm not sure if that's quite comforting. Considering, and she looks back to where the fire was.
Considering.
Whatever tried to kill me, sacrifice me, whatever dark arts happened here.
Out of character, do we know that something tried to kill you here, or is this just you revealing it now?
I think I
She knows,
rolled
yeah. It's
for
sad
it.
with her insight, like
Okay.
being so personally tied to the situation, and just kind of like that subconscious memory.
Mhm.
Kind of like when Harry Potter goes back to his old home,
It-
like you see that little flash, like, oh yeah,
Right.
Voldemort had to kill me.
But do we
Yeah,
know
we
that,
know.
or is
I
Sana
think it's
dropping
just
that
now.
real fast?
Oh,
I think she
Sana-
literally
yeah,
just
I think
dropped
she's
that.
just dropping that right now. 'Cause this is
Honestly,
literally
she
moments
probably
later.
thought. Yeah, she probably thought you guys just kind of knew that.
Hang on.
Agni kind of does a double take. Like,
Something
what?
tried to murder you?
Was that not a common conclusion? Well,
Maybe not a common conclusion, but it happens to everybody, so don't be too worried.
No, not all of us attempt to be murdered by babes. Oh, as babes.
I think he was
I
saying
was
that the
way more
conclusions.
concerned. Wait. Hold on. Now I'm also concerned about Alikos. Are you scared of being murdered by children? No.
Okay, we're off topic. Sana's
Yeah,
just telling
sorry,
us
sorry.
she was almost murdered. Let's focus on
Yes.
that real fast.
Yeah. All right, back to the point.
What happened? How do you know? We came here, there was fire. We dealt with it.
She looks back to where we moved the rock from its spot, points to it, and points to the spot. Well, when that was there, I guess they're memories. That's even possible, being as young as I was. But I remember being on the rock and kind of tilts her head and stares for a while. I don't know. I just know.
And he kind of puts a arm around Sana's shoulder, gives her a pat, like, it's a terrible thing to just suddenly know. But we'll definitely have to look into that. Are you sure you're good? You're willing to just let us run off right now?
I'm not sure what our other leads would be. I mean, we asked what we could from Florian Fields, my previous caregivers. I don't believe we'll share much more than they already did. I'm not sure where I would begin. It was a long time ago.
Mm.
There's an owl nearby. It is nighttime. You see it kind of just like fly in and claims one of these old nooks for itself. And it pops its head out and starts looking around. Pops back in.
Either way, I
Free
think
real
you...
estate. All the animals are coming back. It's very
Yeah!
This whole conversation has been very Snow White in the background, just like mobs of critters just picking places and squirrels looking for nuts that were buried decades ago.
Yeah, she... Emily?
Free real estate.
That's the gods, yeah.
Yeah.
Version of the gods doing that.
Sona, perhaps I might be able to help if you want to spend a few moments here.
How can you help?
Have you performed something called meditating? I learned it back in the circle. Oh, of course I have you a part of the circle. How could I forget?
Yeah, you see she bit her lip and was smiling a little bit.
Sorry. Anyway.
Doing troll face.
You remember some of the first things they teach you is about meditating and being one with your surroundings.
Of course.
Well, the peak of night, change of the day, perhaps some inner reflection, some meditating might help.
Late. We could stay here for the night as well. I think that's a good idea.
Of course. Yeah, I could perhaps help maybe make a little setup for us, if you will.
That would be great. I wouldn't know where to begin for something like this.
Fortunately, Master Brass had me meditate quite a bit. I was rather a rash person. It brought calm stillness. I hated it at first. As with this little grove, I imagine there's like this tiny little pond right in the middle, I'm guessing. Like some type of
There
water
are
bed.
sources of water, yeah.
Okay. I guess
Ponds among them.
taking the source of water that's probably close to where that magical black flame was, kind of shape water. He'll take out from his mess kit, take out like a bowl and fills water with this bowl and kind of placing it down like on the spot where Sana was laid down, and with the moonlight kind of coming in overhead.
There's a pretty big hole, but a medium-sized, abstract-shaped hole, and that's now got a basin of water reflecting moonlight in it, gathering rain.
Sana, have a seat.
I sit in front of the pool.
Kind of looks in and realizes it's going to take a little bit till there's more moonlight in it. Close your eyes. Focus on the environment around you. The turn of the animals. The stirring of the wind. The brushing of grass. Now focus back to that day. Listen to the wind. Listen to the creatures. Keep your eyes closed. Don't focus on what's in front of you. Focus on what's around you. Then kind of watching the pool kind of help guiding her on this meditation. And then once like all the moonlight fills into this bowl, say, now open your eyes, look into the bowl. And what do you see? What do you feel? Kind of trying to help guide her back to these fragmented or hidden memories, whatever they may be. I don't know, do I need to make a check for this? I have no idea.
No, this is...
Okay.
You are a check.
Prepare to be cashed.
Oh no! I'm somebody's rent.
Yeah, you look down into the bowl and you see a
I can get
bright
out the cash.
reflection. Moonlight behind you. It's rippling from the rain falling into it. What do you see? Other than that, that's a personal question for Sana. How does she respond as she's looking down?
Well, the image is warbling, but she kind of locks on to her bright blue eyes that now seem more alive and calm, whereas when she was just starting out, they were always wide open and terrified. She sees the scar on her nose. She barely remembers the time where she didn't have it there, but it's always now a comfort, something to recognize, whereas before it was something to remember a painful memory from. She sees her hair plastered against her head. Kind of it. She sees the woman that
And you
she's...
see within those eyes a distant truth, no different than the stars reflecting behind you. You know it is there and you know it is beautiful, but it's so far away. Some mystery. But it shines. And you, to an extent, feel embolstered by this form of meditation you participate in.
She sees that mystery, and where some may feel it daunting, she is excited to find a way to solve it, I guess.
You've always been that. You've always been this searcher, in a way, no different than a shooting star. And quite literally, you do see a shooting star in the reflection behind you. Almost instinctually, you kind of look up over your shoulder. The others kind of look to see what you're looking at. It's kind of murky skies with the rains, but you make it out distinctively. Just the tail end of the star going by.
Takes a deep breath and then looks back to the others, and then a reflection.
It is now teeming. The rain, these healing rain waters have kind of like overfilled the basin and have begun to fill up the hole itself, slowly but surely. But it's likely, this pot mark in the ground, just like the mark on your nose, will remain a reminder.
I look back up to Alikos. I don't think it had our intended effect, but... And she looks back to her reflection. It helped me.
So just kind of break the reflection. She just takes a handful of the water and just... Have a drink.
A drink?
Of course. has healing properties, you know. Water kissed by the moon.
Looks down at the water, shrugs a little, and then, 2 hands drink some of it.
I'm just kidding, it's just water.
Spits some of it out and just smiles up at you.
I hope it helped.
It did. Now, how about I get us someplace to rest? And she moves off a bit, more closer to some of the tree line, and begins casting Tiny Hut. Cheese water.
And so you do.
Yeah.
Hut is constructed out of your magics, sheltering you from the weather and from anything else. You guys are all able to collect inside and begin your long rest.
Yeah, we do.
Nap
Hell
time.
yeah.
Is there anything else y'all doing? You just trying to get to that to the morning.
No, right before we're calling it a night, at some point, I'll just tell Sana, when I'm heading back to Mossfield, you should probably come with me.
Why's that?
Just some stuff about that. Maybe there's something that can help out in the attic.
Oh, right. All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we'll talk about it after we get there.
Oh, and Adeline, real quick.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm not sure if the corn plants are still there, but it's up along the northeastern corner where we were growing that. There's a little bit of tomatoes and things like that.
Yeah.
I buried a sword. Well, a sword hilt underneath one of them. If you can unbury it and return it to me, I'll be grateful.
All right.
Shouldn't be too
Sword
deep.
hilt underneath the cord. By the way, there's a good chance that's dead because unless Auntie or Yanni decide, well, no, they probably got it.
No, it's probably dead.
Yeah, no, Mr. Tea Leaf, he probably got it. I asked the kids to take care of it, but
Oh. Who knows? Maybe those fresh tomatoes are probably done by now.
if there are, I'll grab some of them.
Oh, slightly off topic, but we're speaking about Mosswild.
Oh yeah.
Varun, one of those, the tiefling girl, she's the pink one.
Mm-hmm.
Things. She kind of told me she didn't really want to be in the circus anymore, and I may have told her we have a house
Okay.
with other kids. I'm still to talk to her. She might have told me that and just in a fit of emotion, and she might change her mind. When we're on the road, I'm gonna talk to her again about that, and if she wants, I'd hope there'd be a place for her.
Yeah, I mean,
The house.
the other kids will probably love her, and Yanni and Auntie Ev will be there, so...
How many kids do you all have?
God, how many kids do we have? 6, 7?
Something like that.
Wow.
Not
Yeah.
like we didn't give birth to any of the kids.
No, they were all found.
Yeah, well, their parents kind of sold them to a cult, and then we got them out of that cult, and we're like,
Eyes go wide.
no way we're giving them back to those parents. And we were like, we have a big house, so kids.
Yeah, they're all good. Some of them are wanting to go do adventuring stuff. The oldest one, he actually isn't real sure yet, but he's been talking more about like something a bit slower. So looking at trying to get him apprenticed once he kind of has an idea.
Oh.
There's always Riverfall once it's fully.
Oh yeah, I mean that's kind of the plan at some point is to maybe see if they want to go down there. If they like Mossfield, they can stay in Mossfield. Up to them.
I'm sure I know a particular smith who might like having an apprentice.
I'm leaving it his choice.
We can definitely present that option to him, of course.
Yeah. I'll talk to him while I'm down there. I've been wanting to go check on him anyways.
If he's more
Oh, go ahead, Sana.
if he's more bookish and into the more magical side of things, perhaps a place in the League of Fathom?
League of Fathoms didn't even think about, but I do know that one of them's talking about wanting to study magic and all that stuff, so I was actually gonna let hit like at some point once he gets a little older see if he wants to go see the Circle of the Horn.
Oh, that would be great too. That's where I learned.
Oh yeah, and it seems a good place. But yeah, no. Anyways, like yeah, you. Oh, does anybody else have anything they want from the house?
Money.
Yeah, that's on the list. Definitely on the list. So money, sword hilt.
Let me look at our party funds and what's at the house. One sec.
More or less Mossfield home and down.
Oh jeez.
Oh my god.
Do we have so much shit? Okay.
It took me so long to organize this.
You are a gentleman and a
Absolute Chad.
scholar. Gentleman and a scholar, I tell you. Why are the Tankards of Truth at home? They should be with us.
Because we were making jokes about leaving them in the kitchen for Auntie Ev or Yanni to sit there and just if they need them.
That is fucking hilarious, but we also should have those with us.
Makes a note to pick those up.
You have a mechanical horse?
Weird skills.
So the mechanical horse
practical.
last time I looked was disassembled.
Yeah.
Auntie Ev could have done God knows what with it by now.
Oh, Jesus.
What's weird about the quills?
Oh gosh, Auntie had a blueprint of a mechanized catapult. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I did
She
show
built the
Auntie Ev the
catapult.
secret closet, so she knows it's there.
She built a catapult. I know that woman.
I love that woman. Oh my god. Okay.
Don't believe we need anything else.
I don't believe so.
Right? Oh, actually, you know what? There was something else I was going to grab too. Alikos, can you read Underdark?
No.
All right, I'll have to translate it for you then, but that's fine.
We have a book in Undercommon, Underdark.
Yeah, all this talk about war and all that stuff. There was a book of war politics I was going to bring for you, but it's in Undercommon.
If you can bring it for me, that might be a good read.
Yeah,
Listen.
well, we'll have to translate it.
I could transcribe it.
Oh, even better. Yeah.
Do you speak Undercommon, Sana?
Well, I don't speak it, but I can read most languages if I have the time.
Ah. Nice.
Isn't that the language of the drow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shifts a little uncomfortably, but doesn't say anything further.
It's the language that all those people spoke when we were down under there. You know, weird that we were down there for quite a while and we didn't really come into contact with any drow.
Good.
How long were you? You were in the Underdark?
Yeah. Or what was it?
I don't know.
We were down there 2 weeks.
Time was really weird down there. Oh shit! Adeline opens up a journal, writes something down.
Oh shit! You never paid that dude.
Yeah, no, I still gotta go back there at some point.
Oh, yikes!
Sana, at some point, if you want to go back to the Underdark, I've got to make a return trip.
Oh, I would love that. I've never been myself. Alright, I haven't been myself. Nope, haven't been. Okay.
Now I have to warn you, when we left that place, it was in a state of absolute anarchy.
Oh.
Like not a little anarchy, a lot of anarchy. A
Oh,
lot of stuff was
Yeah.
on fire. So if we go, we're probably gonna have to be real quiet. Not a lot of time to look at stuff. Just warning you.
Mouth open, eyes wide, like, oh.
But that's a later problem.
oh, okay.
We've been to a lot of places, and I don't know how we keep ending up there. We keep going to a lot of strange places.
Seems I was right to stick around with you all then.
I mean, you'll
Yeah.
definitely see things. Well,
I mean, you saw the whole slime plane. We've never seen a slime plane.
very true.
It was very interesting. The Moravians were one of the more interesting civilizations I've been to.
When we were in the Underdark, we fought this giant slime creature.
Yeah. Lost a good boat in that fight.
We did. We may have dropped an entire boat on top of him, but, you know.
How?
What? We had a boat that was real small, and then you could make it real big. We dropped it on top of his head.
Long story short, the boat was magic.
Did it work?
Oh, hell no. We just lost the boat, and then we were having to still be in a fight.
It didn't do nothing. He had a little bump on his head.
But it's a slime.
Yeah. It's alright, we got out of there.
Yeah.
Eventually.
But
Skin of
yeah,
our teeth, that one. Skin of our teeth. I still feel terrible that we left you down there, Adlin. I'm so sorry about that.
oh no, I mean, it was fine. Yeah, it was fine. I mean, got to drive. Yeah. Matter of fact, that's probably still down there somewhere. Huh.
Adlin, I say this with the most love and respect, but you are a madman.
Thank you. Oh, but anyways, what I was saying earlier, though, son, there's also a lot of books and stuff that we got put away for you to like dig through if you find anything you find interesting. Maybe some of that can help you, and there's also another thing that I kind of want you to take a look at, see if it kicks anything off in your head.
Oh, all right. I'd definitely be interested in that.
All right. And also, we got to introduce you to Auntie Ev and Yanni in case, you're ever by yourself and you end up in Mossfield, you can just show up at the door and they're not like, hey, who the hell are you?
All right.
You have to come to Riverfall with us sometime.
Of course she is. After all, she's gonna be hired.
Hired? Oh.
Alistair's trying to give everybody
As
jobs.
she says hired, and you guys all begin to banter on, the camera like pans over their face, and then like out to the bubble where you guys chat all night. You talk about what these children are gonna do with their lives and the different paths you're gonna take and the books you're gonna read, maybe book clubs you'll find, and the adventures to be had. You guys complete a long rest. You mark yourselves off for that. You're totally full. Very suddenly, the rain that is built up on top of the dome when you guys wake up just falls down on top of all of you.
Oh.
It is still raining when you wake up the next day. There's the gentle coo of birds as they nestle against up to one another for warmth, and a good feeling about you all. You got your own familial warmth despite being drenched. And enough magics to go around that you guys begin to get ready and make your way back to rendezvous with the carnival. What kind of pace you guys gonna go at today?
Fast?
Yeah, do we
Fast
want
pace,
to
right?
crawl
Yeah.
super fast?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
on the
catch
way
up.
We
down.
gotta
Yeah, you
get
guys
back to
look up.
Pepper.
Yeah, you guys start hauling back out of the hidden grotto, And as you're running, just like Sana, you take like one last look back, just kind of like gut wrench feeling draws you to. Just roll me a perception check with disadvantage as you guys are running, and it's raining. It's
Disadvantage.
overcast.
Perception. Okay.
Mhm.
20.
All right. It's very misty as you look back into the yonder, but you see the rest of the Vanguard is continuing on as the journeys prevail. You guys push out of the lower northern parts of the Marbrook mountain range and these craggy forests back into the Florian fields and swim your way almost through these flowers, sort of cutting and just riding, looking to the horizon and letting your feet and such take you, not really sticking to the big detours of the roads. Uh, Later that afternoon, it is still raining, not quite as heavy. You guys have made it back to the Braunhaus run where you had left some of your things and where you had last seen the carnival here amongst these frequented buildings, bordellos and inns and such. The carnival is pushed on, you come to find as you've arrived. But people have definitely seen them. They heard them hooting and hollering as they went, so easy enough for you guys to pick up on the trail, but you've been running all day through the rain. You're all kind of muddy and
Oh,
you've just gotten back onto the road. It's been about 8 hours of that.
I think we had Pepper in the carriage with us.
Okay.
Because yeah, we tied him to
Yeah,
tree.
you did. You you tied them to a tree, so yeah. I mean, some of you are running, maybe some of you were in the carriage. Either way, you guys, the carriage is dirty. Some of you are
Yeah.
dirty, and you guys have made it back. You got all your stuff, but Carnival's not here.
They moved
All right.
on.
Do we want to send them a message or what? What do we want to do here?
We can catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If Sana wouldn't mind just letting Lorelai know that we just arrived back at the Braunhaus crossroads area, the Bordella area, so
Yeah, and that we're behind them.
and
Yes,
that we're on our way.
I could do that. She takes out her orb from the flip she keeps on her hip, puts out in front of her. So what exactly do you all want me to say? It's a limit of 25 words. Is there anything specific?
All right, just so Lorelai. Scarlet Vanguard is. What is the name for this place that we're at again? The Bromhouse Inn? Is there like a name for it?
There's like a couple different inns here. It's a really busy spot. It's like the main pit stop of the Braun House doesn't really have a name. It's just
All right, I'll
frequented
just
a
call
Pit
it
lot.
stop.
Oh, pit stop, yeah. Back at
But it's
the.
probably called like mid Braun House, like nothing creative, just what it is. And there's like
Okay.
different businesses here individually, but the businesses on this part of the strip.
Lorelai. The Scarlet Vanguard is at the mid Braun House. We'll keep going tomorrow. To try to catch up far ahead. Question mark? I ran out of words on how far ahead are you, so just that bit's fine.
Yeah, I reply using that. I like stop and wait to see if she wants to respond.
She does respond. She responds with one of the words, just a long exasperation. Ugh. I hate that. You may as well come and meet us, or stay back. At this point, what matters? We're stuck on account of Fort Auger. See for yourself. That's all you got.
Huh. Seems they're stuck at Fort Auger.
We'll have to catch up with them quickly. right in the morning we'll head out to Fort Auger. Fort Auger's about a day from where we are, right?
You guys
They
could
could.
push the pace you were going and make it to like the border near Fort Arger, where they probably are.
You guys okay to keep pushing right now? Might as well. We have the carriage.
Always.
Yeah. How you feeling, Pepper? Good. All right. Good. Yeah, should be good.
All right. Shall we?
Yeah, everybody lit up.
Please.
Alikos, I don't know why the hell you walked the whole way.
It's pouring out there. Get in here.
Keeps me humble. You know how it is.
Yeah, well, it's fucking raining. Get in the car.
Ugh, fine.
She'll
Nose is
prestidigitate him
all
so he's not
red.
drenched.
He's squeaking as he comes in, brings a big puddle with him.
Prestidigitation. Just get rid of all that water.
Mhm. Alright, and onward you guys go. Pepper, she's pretty tired as you guys travel for about 4 more hours, but you can see you're approaching the borders into the next hold, into Ruxhelmberg. You can see so because there is large towers kind of in between these two mountain ranges, the Marbrook and the Lion's Pride to the one direction. And you see there's all manner of lights at a lower level, like, you know, at eye level for you guys. Like there's people holding torches by the masses, kind of just near this border. You guys come riding in into these crowds. And
Sorry, go ahead.
there's like soldiers looking at you as you come in. You're just kind of coming into the back though, and people are kind of groaning and saying, "Oh, I just want to push on. This is bollycock." Oh, nonsense, absolutely.
Hey,
Guards are just kind of going through people, telling them, "We're gonna make it. We're making a detour. We had to accommodate for the rains as well. Please, everyone, for your own safety, please, please." You're kind of reassuring everyone.
yeah, just a random pass, like one of the people were passing, just get a call from the driver's seat on the carriage, just go, "Hey, so what are they holding us up over?"
I have no idea, man, but I heard there's like some party going on. I'm gonna be here for a while, might as well, eh?
Yeah, might as well. You know which way that is?
Follow me. And this tall bloke starts making his way through the crowd, heading towards this party in the distance. As you get closer to the party, the sounds are getting more familiar to you. The music, the ostentatious displays, and acrobatic expertise that's being showcased. Well, if they're going to be stuck here, they might as well make a buck. You see the Howling Imaginarium doing what they do best here, entertaining the masses that are stuck just across the border into Ruxhelmberg.
Of course they are.
Oh, excuse me.
Some party.
This guy goes
Agni,
off to get himself a beer, kind of salutes you all, wishes you well.
have a good one, man.
Thanks.
Lorelei is easily able to make you guys out in a crowd with your pig and whatnot.
And now that we've left Old Bay, Agni's not disguised anymore, so she's a full-on fire genasi.
She throws out her hands and like bows to the crowd and starts to walk stage left out of view and makes her way around towards you all. She kind of like shakes out her hair, puts her fingers in it, kind of fluffs it a bit. It's all curled right now. Makeup's a little bit running now that she's taken off the big wide brimmed hat and the rain's hitting her. Well,
We caught up.
Yeah.
About bone tired, but we caught up.
you probably could have waited a day. Who knows how long this is gonna take?
What's going on, Lorelei?
No one's sure yet. I may have sent a few of the carnies to see what they can soothe. Nothing's come back yet. They're keeping a pretty tight hold on things. Everyone's just kind of mixed up here together. It's good for us, I suppose, but kink on our timetable.
Huh.
Poor thing, we're out here dancing in the rain, and she's... I'm not sure. Something's going on at Fort Augur. People are saying different things, but it's mostly hearsay and nonsense. Still waiting to hear back from the carnies. So. Unless you can do better.
Maybe we
Maybe.
can give it
You
a
see
shot.
Fort Augur there in the distance. The soldiers have been coming and going. It's not the people they're worried about, I can tell that much. Something else.
It's a military presence?
Well, there always is, honey. Fort
Yeah.
Augur, it's the largest
Are
military
they-
presence in all of Fort Ruxemburg. Most
I
of the
know.
weaponry is made, and a lot of the higher officials. Oh, and you can see them parading about, too. They've been here
That's
for
more
a
what I
few
meant. I
hours.
meant, are they looking jumpy?
No, not per se, not around the people. They're just keeping everyone calm. More or
Alright.
less, they're keeping the garrison as if it was ready for siege, from what I can tell. If there is
Hey.
a siege, take what you can and run. No better time. We'll all meet in Baldrick's watch. And she smiles. I'm sure we'll all be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Politics.
Well,
But I'd like to have seen a little chaos, so once again, the fort is that way, if that piques anyone's interest. She points off to the, like, cloven into the mountainside in the distance, this, tall store and fortress, buttressed in with its wall, and then rising tiers of towers upon towers and buildings upon buildings in a sort of Minas Tirith or Helm's Deep kind of way.
I've
There's
climbed
a
something
patrol
higher
there.
than that. That shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
idea? Do we want to walk right up and they tell us what's going on? Do I disguise myself as somebody who'd have the right to be able to get in here? What do you want me to do?
Here, if you want, I might be able to call in a favor.
Have a favor at Fort Augur?
Not Fort Augur.
Ominous.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't take long. I mean, worst case scenario, they send me back and we do something else.
Go doing any reckless shit.
Oh, yeah,
And,
no. Nothing I could not get away with or away from.
Alright. She'll give him a wink and hit you with a bardic inspiration, and then a pat on the shoulder for guidance. It'll only last for a minute, but if you get it done before then, you can have it.
Probably not, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah.
I mean, look, even if it goes bad, I mean, we have a lord right here.
Do needs to get back to his lands. Absolutely.
Or at the very least, he's supposed to be leading a war party at some point, so...
It's true.
Yeah. But, let's try this first. I'll be back.
Appreciate
Give me 10, 15 minutes.
So over to Alika. She's like, we won't have to use that unless it's absolutely necessary, I promise. No, that's not something you
Yeah.
just want to use.
No, we're try to leave your name out of it.
Thank you.
But, alright, be back.
Good luck.
Adol will toddle off. Going up to the gate first. We'll try this the legit way before we do anything dumb.
You unfortunately lie, because you're not going to be back in 10-15 minutes. It'll take at least that time
Oh,
to get
no.
there. At least.
Yeah.
As you walk across the clearing, everyone was kind of on the right-hand side shoulder of the Braunhaus Road, past the border, away from the Marbrook Range. So you gotta start cutting back towards the road and over it, and you're heading for it. What's your means of travel? Just going on foot?
Yeah, just going on foot and kind of pushing
Pretty
through.
far, so you kind of leg it on over, making your way through the puddles and muck. You eventually come into the shadow of its gatehouse. There are soldiers abound outside, kind of going back and forth. Cavaliers on horseback patrolling, just a few of them. Some of them going out indefinitely, like messengers and such. They don't stop you. One halfling just kind of walking up to the gates, but as you do get right up to the shadow of this big fortress, up from the gatehouse, a man calls, "Oi! Who are you there?"
Yeah, here to see if I can help. Friend of Commander Leyland's.
"All right, open up." They don't question you. Takes about a minute or so for the massive chains to churn and for the large doors to come open for you. And on the inside, you see the rising streets and stretches of Fort Augur. Common folk amongst the streets and people who live here. It's like a self-sustaining city in and of itself, but heavy presence of soldiers everywhere. Everyone is lining up on the wall. Everyone is in the towers, and the people that are in the streets are kind of going about their business. They're not just meandering around. They're doing stuff with purpose. The man you had called out to doesn't meet you as you come through. He just calls down to you. "Follow that street. Carry on up ahead. We'll send for Commander."
All right, thank you.
Da-ding, 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 da-ding. You hear like a series of bells go out in a manner that would call forth this individual. You kind of walk under one of the archways of the city, getting some cover, and just sort of wait where you'd been told for about 10 minutes or so. And then you hear the quick moving hooves as a few riders come down to meet you from higher up in the city. Leading the charge is a sturdy looking man. A shaven head with a mohawk that just kind of hangs over to one side, and a braid that hangs real low. He's got a thick beard, and the whole thing is snow white. He's heavily armored and wearing the tapestry and such that would symbolize him as one of the higher up military members of Ruxelmberg. "Hello there, Commander Pepe Horvath.
It's
You
a
say
pleasure.
you're friends of Leyland's."
Yes, sir. I've been helping him with the market.
"Market. Market. Ooh, the market. Aye. Nasty and critter bunch they.
Yes, sir. And I saw that y'all
Dirty
seem to be
braggarts and cockmouths, the lot of them.
yeah,
Aye.
something.
What brings you this way?"
We're making our way. We're making our way through right now, and well, frankly, just saw that y'all seem to be gearing up for something, and figured see if everything was okay, if there was any assistance we'd be able to help with.
"Either be some bad bully cocks coming from that mountain pass. Sent the whole platoon in. Not a single man returned yet. Aye, seems a week so back. Something's been a-going amiss. We are readying for anything foul coming our way. Can't have the people scattering about in the plains down below. All this bad bunch get to what they're doing in the shadows of the mists of these mountains. 40, nay, 50 men ain't returned.
Huh.
Ye little halfling friend of Leyland, would you lend this commander aid?
If it'd be okay,
Your folk be fleet of foot and swift and be able to move on past unseen. And a knack for luck, I've been told. Aye, seen as much in campaigns of the past.
I wouldn't be opposed to helping you, sir. I do need to go tell the people I'm traveling with about it, though, if that's okay. Not sure how quiet you're keeping this.
If ye be a marionette of the merrying bunch that come to aid us, then go off, dance. Come back with a song in your heart, and we'll clear whatever's there in
Oh,
these mountains.
And also, is it a problem if I brought a large bird in here? I know that's a very weird question.
Aye, I say nay. Let birds flock by the feather to where they be with kin.
All right.
Go now.
All right, I'll be back, sir.
Be swift for the storm brews,
Yes, sir.
and there'll be a chilling gale upon us. And he kind of like wipes the rain from his face, whips his braid back, and
Looks at the
rides
camera.
off. Yeah, looks to the camera, rides off up the city.
All right, well. Shit. And I'll turn and start heading back as quick as I can.
All right.
All right. All right.
Yeah, all in all, Adlin's gone for maybe 2 hours, just about.
Holy crap.
Does the line budge at all?
No, just maybe a few more people have trickled in.
Fuck.
Other caravanners. That's about it. This is a busy week for this to happen, or so you're told, and hearing from people in the time that you're there for about 2 hours.
All right. Hey guys, can y'all join me in the carriage?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
come
right.
What's up?
on. All right. So they're preparing for a siege.
What?
Yeah.
Who's sieging them? What's going on?
Well, there's something coming out of the mountains, and they're actually
Oh, that's
asking
right.
about they're asking for scouts.
Do they know what sort of something?
Not sure. Lost a platoon.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I do intend on helping them out. I just wanted to come and tell y'all before I'm gone.
you're gonna go by yourself?
I
I don't think so. Adlin.
I can take maybe one person with me, but you gotta be really fucking quiet.
Adlin.
I think
Look,
if one goes, we all go.
I'm not gonna walk. I'm gonna take Cluso. We're gonna fly overhead, and we're gonna just look.
Adlin.
And you're gonna get
Yeah.
shot down. What are you talking about?
Look, it probably take no more than like an hour or two.
Lord Hammond already
said-
sent scouts that way. He reports those orcs and gnolls that are threatening Magna Verge.
Also said that was going to take you 15 minutes and it took you 2 hours, so I'm not listening to any of your time estimates.
Yeah, I thought that was on the other side.
Yeah, so I don't know why I got east and west mixed up. West, I thought you said east.
I brought up the map for you guys, so
Thank
like
you.
Thank you.
rough estimate. I'll put it like a red. Actually, no, I have the thing for you guys.
Our little token. Our
You're,
token.
like roughly like on this shoulder over here.
Okay.
Which mountain
So
are they having the
Adlin
problem
actually
with?
went about like 6 miles, which
Oh
at
my God.
a fast pace, like all in all, over flat land, he went pretty quickly. 6 to
Which-
4 miles.
Which mountain are they having the problem with? The Marbrook or the Lion's
From the
Pride?
from in the Marbrook range. You
Yeah.
guys were
Okay.
at the Marbrook range yesterday. In a way, you were like the
On
diet
the other
coke
side
it,
of
like
it,
on
yeah.
the other side.
Hmm.
This is like up into the mountain. This is a very big mountain range. It's got Lake Chalice off to one direction where the Solaris Order headquarters is. It's actually a secret headquarters. None of you have been there. Except for
It's
Thereven.
just there then.
Yep.
Right.
And I think the only person who'd even heard anything about it was Trip from there.
True.
It's a pretty important location in general. Like,
Yeah.
So, okay. Adlin.
Yeah.
you guys would be forcing a march at that point. I mean, you're in the carriage for like the 12-hour trip today.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna be like running, like going through a mountain at some point, presumably. So at that
Sana
point,
can.
yeah, you're kind of forcing exhaustion.
Do they need us to go? Do they need the scouts now? Do they need them in the morning?
It's probably one of those things better done sooner rather than later.
Sana, you have your magic and, well, your flight. Perhaps it'd be best if you and Adeline went together.
I could, though I can't stay flying for too long.
If you fell off from a really high place, do you have a way to deal with that?
Yes.
Oh, that
There
you
we
should be
go.
fine then.
All right.
All right.
We're just gonna get on Cluso and just fly into the mountains in the middle of the night in a rainstorm? I want to make sure that that's the plan that you're putting forward to me.
I mean, it's better than doing it in the middle of a bright sunny day.
Here, I have something that might be able to help Cluso.
All right, let me get him first, and I'll go through and start calling for Cluso.
It just looks like she has a headache.
He eventually dives down.
All right.
Be swift and be
I thought you were
strong,
pulling
flight
out of a
friend.
bag.
Giving Cluso a bear's endurance. So he can
That will only
toughen
last
up
for an
and-
hour.
Yeah, I know. It's still it's better
Yeah,
than
I'll do
nothing.
that.
Just help kind of with the
It only lasts for like get through the storm.
yeah. Just kind of help him weather the storm
Just
a
for
little
the-
bit, keep his strength up.
Cluso also has an additional 10 hit points from being around me, as does Pepper. Just want to make that clear.
Got it.
I'm trying to see if I have anything to cast on you now that will be of any use to anybody. Everything only lasts for like a minute to an hour, so I doubt it.
And just to alleviate you, the players, this is part of my plan.
What is?
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what a
Big
Chad!
brain.
Okay. Are you nice? I didn't know you were high enough level in Ranger to have that spell now.
Oh, right?
God. Yeah, I don't have anything to help you with except for a bardic inspiration that I can give to everybody.
Would we be on your bird or?
I mean, Cluso's carried 2 people before, but not really in a storm. So that's why I asked if you had a way to, in case something happened.
I'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Look, this should be... Okay, I'm not going to lie and say it's going to be quick. I don't know.
This just makes me feel very bad. I don't like this.
First sign of trouble, we'll turn around.
You won't. You're you. Sana.
That's why Sana's coming.
Okay, Sana, keep him good. Alright, Sana, you got this. You're amazing. You kick a lot of ass. And you get a bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
And Adeline has his. So.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, come on. Let's go. All right, you ready, Cluso? How you doing? You doing good?
Spins his head a bit, ruffles himself. Hears bones kind of cracking as he stretches.
Yeah, sorry, we were in town for a real long time. All right, let's get going then.
He's the reincarnation of an old man.
Yep.
It's fucking ornery. He's like giving you a very curmudgeonly, like, all right.
He's like, man, we doing this at this hour. I should have been in bed hours ago. What is wrong with you?
So a few of you start flying off. The winds are pretty moderate down here in the plains and such where you are, but you're fine. You got those of you who are flying. Is everyone flying?
Yeah. Well, it's just me and
Sana.
Her and Sana.
Yeah, me and
His
Sana.
Sana.
Oh, just you two are going. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. The two of you fly off. You start to, within an hour, arc over and past Fort Augur, and just with your passive perception, which is great, you can see that it is overcast. Clearly, it's been raining, but particularly around the snow-capped peaks of the Marbrook Range, it is uh, unnaturally overcast, and there are strong winds blowing down through its crags, immensely strong. And the nearer you get to the mountains, the more Cluso is like faltering. And even getting up to this point, he has flown all day to keep up with you guys. Roll a con save for him. As you guys, he currently does not have the strength, even at full capacity, to brave the strong winds coming from the peaks of these mountains, which will take a lot more effort and time to fly to. But you're going over like the lower southwestern Marbrook Range now, just kind of on the lookout. And he's holding it together with that, bear's endurance blessing, and it was able to get him here. And feeling holding onto the back of his feathers, he knows this is important. He can feel that through the connection you have. So all of you are just kind of scouring the mountain ranges currently. You see the many cold rivers that flow through it up from the higher peaks, and you see, well, it is summer and it's been like really hot actually lately. Up in these lower ranges, you can see where the cold front of the higher peaks meets the more humid temperatures of the lower ranges, and there's like a thick ring of fog and mist just kind of perpetually billowing out and kind of cascading over the icy rivers that flow below them. Well, perception checks
I just
for you
realized
two. Cluso is focused on flying against these moderate winds.
I forgot to ask. I'm from like this area. I've been around here for a while, and I have researcher. Could I roll to see like?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
That's three.
History. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Crit. And she's
You kind
flying.
of fly as you guys flew over Fort Augur, and you can still see its lights almost behind you in the distance. Like, you know that Fort Augur is an important place. It was founded it was actually named after the event which founded it, an augury, so to speak, not like the lower level spell, but a grander form of augury, a divination that said to place the fort here and that the people would prosper, and they did ever since then. But these mountains have always been a place of more ancient times. Before man was trouncing about, uh, there were giants and greater beings and demigods strutting along. And it's believed the Marbrook Range was home to either giants or perhaps men that revered giants, going back to the age of war predating Barum and the Empire. With religion systems almost closer to what the Medonians, Alikos's people are into. These more Norse and like Norse type gods and things like that. The ideas of Jotunheim. With that nat 20, I will tell you that some scholars believe that on the peak of this mountain, there's a portal to Jotunheim. And as you're seeing these dark storms kind of brewing, you're contemplating what that means, because in more modern doctrines, it's believed that Jotunheim was destroyed and cast into shadow, into the negative zone. Like when the predominant pantheons and stuff came to power, like after all, there was a time when men would revere giants, they revere the gods of war and like these things that would walk on the physical plane, but they all got defeated, cast away, a lot of these places destroyed. But it just kind of rings with you, and it's sending shivers down your spine as Cluso was just kind of rocking in the turbulence of these winds, and Adlin then spots down below something very strange out of one of the taller valleys. Just a chimney of smoke is kind of just punching out harder than the rest, and it causes to gain your attention. You kind of swoop down closer and just kind of skimming over some of the rocks, perching for a moment. You make out dead men low in this valley, just barely glistening in the dim light. of when the moon can be perceived. With that 29, I'm not going to deny you that. You do see there are bodies down below in this valley that, of all the ones that rise up into the Marbrook, is pushing out the most fog. It's sliding out of it.
Shit.
Nothing else really stands out.
Okay. Hey, Sana.
Yes, looks up from her orb. Oh,
Should we go check to see if anybody's alive? That way, right down there.
Yeah, I think that would be the choice.
Alright.
Adlin, I'm remembering the stories here. They may just be stories, but it's said that. Well, it's said that giants used to live here, or at least people who worship giants.
Okay.
Having something take out a whole platoon.
Yeah, they can do that.
I'm thinking maybe we just turn back.
Alright, yeah. So, we don't want to go check on any of them?
It's... Whatever took down that whole platoon could very well still be there waiting for a scout. As much as I would like to go down and see if anyone survived,
You can just barely make out on the banks of one of these rivers that flows down from the mountain in one of its valleys. Over the smog, almost the thick volumetric fog that is going over it, just what looks like a pile of bodies, almost like a dam in that river.
Alright, let's turn around then.
probably for the best.
I'm going to be taking you straight into the fort, so...
Oh, alright.
Yeah, just tell them whatever you have there. And anything else, like, so you think it's giants?
It could be if the stories I've heard are true.
Mm-hmm.
Though they're supposed to be dead. After
Well,
the places were taken down.
well, there's giants around. We've run
Yes.
into them before, but
In this specific area, I don't know, maybe they're taking their home back.
we could talk about this with the commander, I think. Let's go ahead and get back.
Gives a nod and goes back to her orb. I, as a person, am writing notes. So sorry for the clicky clacks.
Oh, you're good. Well, excuse me.
Oh. While we're there, do you think I'd be able to get into their archive?
I didn't ask.
Well,
I have no idea. I don't even really know if they even have an archive, really.
with how long they've been there, they have to, and, well, the circle we tried to get a scroll there not too long ago. We wanted it for the museum.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't see a reason why he wouldn't, and as we're just flying over, no, I plan to introduce you as a member of the Circle of the Horn, so be able to have that leverage to kind of end the conversation.
All right. I think with that, we just go back, yeah?
We go back to the fort.
Yeah.
So you guys do. A bit of time to fly back and just dive down, Cluso like nearly crash lands as he comes back. It has been a long day.
Hey, buddy. All right, you go take a break, Cluso. Just yeah.
Like flutters over to the ledge, reaches on with his talons from one of these high parapets of the fort, and then flies off once again to find himself. The rest of it.
Here to speak to the commander again.
A few of these guards are quite surprised and kind of fix their helmets and run off to go get Pepe Horvath. And he does make his way back to you, having to walk through the city. Well, you're
Hey there, sir.
back.
Yes, sir. And went ahead and did a look over.
Got one of your allies.
Yes, sir. This is Sana. She's with the Circle of the Horn, a researcher.
I give a bow.
I'm glutted with salutations to be meeting you on this most befouled of hours. I be Commander Pepe Horvath.
Pleasure to meet you.
Well, sir, which one do you want first? What can be confirmed, or thoughts and speculation?
Best be or can't be confirmed, for there is no denying. Lay it on me, half me.
All right, whatever you've got out there, it's found most of the platoon with the flyover. They don't look like they made it. There's natural weather coming from the top of the mountain, pushing down, making it.
Bragadish forward there, bare arms upon Fordager.
Well, Sana here has a guess or two about that one, and nods at you.
Yeah,
A candle's chance in a storm held at the peak of a mountain, but I guess it's the best we have.
At least it's a light.
I should say it's an educated guess, which could be supported more. From what my studies have told me, Marbrook was once home to giants and their followers. And in fact, if you remember, the Circle actually got in contact with Fort Augur about a scroll that you had in your possession in your archives. If you still have it and it is intact, it might tell us more about what's going on.
Well, if it be books that will brandish our blades against this foe, then so be it. I know not, but I know who will. Follow me and I'll take you to the tomes.
Lots moves forward.
So it's taking you guys through the forest. Walking over its thick, slick stone streets as the rain is still washing over it.
And as we're walking, we'll sit there and just kind of nudge Sana, and with silent speech, tell her just, hey, maybe later, can you tell Agni and Alikos that we're good, didn't do anything dumb, and that we're up at the fort? Agni
Sure.
might, lose her mind if we don't answer back, for too long.
Of course, as soon as we're able to get settled, I will definitely send back.
Alright, sounds good.
Eventually you make it into the keep. You start descending down into the catacombs, where ne'er few dwell, save for the few scribes that call it home. Commander Pepe, he snatches one of them by the tone of his voice from across the hall. We seek to harness our brawn with the books you hold here. I hear tale of a prophecy, a scroll. Something the Circle came calling for, not long in the weeks past. scribe looks to him and just very silently nods and takes you deeper into this place. He goes through and just opens up this room that is stacked with musty, dusty scrolls, unlabeled, and just a bureaucratic nightmare from long ago.
Not as eye twitches.
Here, it's said to be here. It's here. And the scribe walks away. Where you think you're going, everybody plays their part in the bond that makes the music that is the song of life and war. Now, get your pencil neck in there and start ciphering through whatever it is you do.
This is gonna take a minute. Alright, yeah.
I think I should send the message now. She takes out her orb.
Yeah. Commander, we can get 2 more people to be able to help us sift through this, trusted.
From the bannerment of I see those of your merriment, for God's sake they'll be let in.
Alright, one of them will have a
50 men, you say, kill.
One of them will have a beard full of flowers, and the other one, her head is actually on fire. They'll be very easy to tell who they are.
Mock not for me, far from it. Be I to judge.
Thank you, sir. We'll go ahead and get started on this then, see if we can dig up some answers.
Yeah, slams the door shut, not on purpose, with just his natural strength.
Yeah, he's just one of those big guys who's all, whenever he gets in a bit of a hurry, just is like, wow, don't slam my car door, sorry.
And the scribe just kind of jumps a bit, a few scrolls just kind of then domino fall off the shelf on top of his head, catches a few, and I'll start over there.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you might want to tell him, Sana. Don't tell him about that. We're gonna have to do this, though. I actually don't know if they would come up here if we told them that.
Oh.
Just tell them that we need him at the fort.
Well, they don't... What if I just say we're doing... Well, okay.
More hands will probably be, as he looks at large piles, more hands will be good.
Okay.
They can both read.
I don't think I have to use all the words, right? It's not like...
No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because we don't need much. She just says, Agni, we are okay. The platoon was destroyed, as stated. We return to Fort Ogmar. Please meet us here.
Ogmar. Okay, yeah.
Oh, Ogmar. Sorry. Different place. It's fine.
And he's kind of like...
Ogmar.
Like, arms around Alikos, just chilling, and suddenly she's like, oh. Asana, yes. Okay, we're coming. I'm glad everything's alright. Be there soon.
Nods to herself and then turns to Adlin. They're on their way.
Alright, cool. They should be let in. Pick a corner?
Yep. I think maybe I'll start at the top.
Alright.
Alright. I do take out the oculary, just in case.
Right.
Look over.
Nothing on this.
Yeah, long shot. God damn it. It's glowing. It's the exact one you need.
No, it's written by a guy.
Yeah.
Who heard something that another guy wrote it on the wall.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, roll investigation with advantage while the others, I take it, start to make for the key.
Do also still have that verdict if you ever want to use it.
I thought it only lasts 10 minutes.
Oh shit, it's like... No, actually. probably does. That makes sense.
Yeah. That's why I've been holding back, because I play Bard in a different game. I'm like, I think it only lasts 10.
Yeah, it's 10
that's-
minutes. Oh well.
Damn, I have to be familiar with the object, so I guess I'm just searching like a normal person too, not using locate object. God, I already have seen it. Yeah.
Alright, though
You
she
roll an
does
investigation
not
with
have it.
advantage.
She thinks of Agni. Look at that. Wow.
Investigation.
Meanwhile, the others, what kind of pace are you traveling at to get to Fort Auger?
We're gonna go as quickly as we can. They
Alright.
seem to have implied it was important.
Yeah, either way, roll a con save.
Mm.
It has been a very long day.
Save.
Alright, it's a fail. And Alikos?
1 con save.
Oh wait, hold on. I think I can fix that actually.
Alright.
By the
Take care of
gods.
the gods. Go ahead and roll.
15.
Nice.
Nice.
Not to keep you pushing, once you guys start to get more detailed view of Fort Auger, kind of pick up your feet, get a second wind, and make it up to the gatehouse yourselves. They hail down and have been expecting you. Gatehouse opens and you are welcomed in to its ever-scaling streets of stony buildings and towers. You're pointed in the direction of your allies, and just sort of sent to a courtyard with a pillar-hoisted roof. It lets you kind of see out into the rest of the city and the land. You're not waiting there for long because Sana ends up finding the scroll.
Yay.
To quickly skim read through things, and Adlin kind of cross-referencing and tossing things her way, and she's just going, nope, nope, next one. And the other guy, it's within like 2 hours, that in this bureaucratic nightmare, she deciphers some sense. And just like you had believed, or the circle believed, there is the deciphered script that was taken off of the prison cell of one of the last people to die that revered these giants predating the Empire. In the Discordant era. That's when it's dated.
Discordant era.
Discordant.
Didn't. Alright.
It says, woe and behold, when the warrior comes to pass, his return at its peak, so too will his foes. The return of Rise in the age of yore that meets the time of Ethos. The fallen of Jotun shall arise.
Whoa.
You know what that means, because you, pretty smart. He's referring to, a constellation that is only at its peak, because the main part of the constellation is actually another, like, planetoid or plane, depending on what you believe in. It's only most seen about every 100 years. So this could be any age, every 100 years when it returns, this age of yore that meets the time of Ethos. But, this guy, Adlin told you these problems have been going on for about a week. You also remember at Bevel Bay, at the Zenith celebration, one of the constellations out that night is this warrior constellation you think being referred to. One of the constellations that would have been revered by people who had these belief systems before the Empire was a thing.
Was it the Madorians?
Madonians and just like a lot of men at that time in general were all just kind of nomadic, and like the world had kind of fell apart from its first dynasty.
Okay. I did write down, and then you spoke a little fast, and I lost a part. Woe and behold.
Fine, it's supposed to be like super
Okay.
cryptic, but essentially what it means is that in a particular age, when that constellation returns, the dead of Jotun will return to
Okay.
face their foes.
All right. So that's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't go down.
Sana.
Yes?
So, the part about the constellation there,
Yes.
we're not going to talk about that.
What? Why?
Sana.
What?
And with that, he'll kind of pull you away from the scribe a bit. We're not going to talk about that, okay? When Agni and Alikos get here, we don't talk about that one, okay?
Why?
If we do, it's going to put Alikos in a really, really bad place.
Does this have anything to do with what the Fisher King said?
Probably. So that's why I'll tell you more when we split off. Okay? When we're heading towards Mossfield, I'll explain it all to you. But for now, we don't mention the constellation.
We're just supposed to lie?
No, we're just not going to say that part out loud. Okay?
All right.
All right. I'll promise I'll explain it to you later on.
Promise.
But, yes, absolutely. And I probably ought to tell you about the Feywild, but we'll wait till Agni gets up here. That's more her story.
All right.
If it makes you feel any better, this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
It really doesn't.
Actually, you probably heard about that one because we were working with the circle on that one. Yeah. Anywho, yeah. But we got our answer, kinda.
I think we have it pretty clearly. It seems the giants of Marbrook are back, in a way.
They're undead. Undead giants. That's
Most
gonna be great.
likely. Well, at least we know our enemy.
Yeah, I guess. God, I thought we were just gonna be getting somebody out of prison.
I think we all know life's a bit more complicated than that. The world is a wild place. Crossing it is never easy.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, and... Alright, that's actually got me concerned about other things, though. When we get to Mossfield, I'm gonna need your help with some stuff.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna need to look at some maps and all, too. Because I'm thinking that if this has now happened twice, there might be a third time. It's gonna be a long day. Night. What time is it? How long have we been in here?
Late.
Oh, okay.
Very late.
I'm just
Feels
gonna...
like I'm back at the circle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna set my head down. Yeah. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Should I just call you Scribe?
Gil, actually.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Gil. I think we're both just gonna nod off here for a second.
Uh,
Is that okay?
uh, uh,
Wait, the other two should be here, and then we can call for the commander.
All right.
Thank you for your help.
This black mold a little bit, but
If it probably won't kill me in like 2 hours.
oh no, I've been down here for quite some time.
Oh, good. You're not dead yet, so I'll take my chances.
My God.
Kind of walks off and leaves you guys to rest. Goes to report.
Just face down on the desk like back in high school. Just
Yeah. Big stack of manuscripts and tomes and scrolls all around you guys. Camera
I-
sort of pans up through the stonework in the darkness out into the rainy night, where we see Alikos following Ignacia to go find the others.
Just heading on up to the fort.
Yuppers.
I was saying you guys already were there, like you
Oh, okay.
shit.
described that. Did you miss that? You like came into the gatehouse.
Ooh, right over my head.
There was a whole narrative bit. You guys were you're like up in a
Sorry about that.
courtyard with an overhang held aloft by pillars.
Yeah.
It's quite nice. You have a view of the city I had mentioned. I'll re-mention it. You got lost in each other's eyes. You didn't even know where you were.
Yeah, well,
Eventually you get informed that you can bunk for the time your comrades here on behalf of Commander Leyland helping Pepe. They have taken rest.
where have they taken rest? I'd like to see them. Head off to bed.
See no harm in it. Yeah. They go and take you down into the catacombs. And gives Adlin a bit of a start look, and wakes up briefly from his sleep. Drool down his face. His nose is like stuck up because it's smushed down for so long.
yeah. As soon as he wakes up, he sits there, blinks for a second, then he just reaches, grabs the scroll, and just takes it, pulls it, and throws it under his chair into the pile of other documents.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what's up?
Oh, Sana.
Yeah.
Hey, they're here. Hey, yeah. So, undead giants?
Yes.
Undead giants? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Apparently Sana, just stop me if I start getting this wrong. Due to some prophecy, a gateway may have opened at the top of a mountain to the name of the place that I'm now forgetting. Say what, Sana? Sorry,
What?
I needed that nap. Anyway, gateway opened up to a long dead place. Stuff's coming out. Mountain's fucked. It's the Feywilds all over again.
Ugh.
Fucking soulmate high five right there. For the Alicus Magni. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it also might have something to do with the Shadowfell. Anywho.
Okay.
It doesn't quite make sense if. Well, Jotunheim was destroyed, cast into shadow and negativity. So, how this is happening doesn't quite track. I think we need to check out where the portal was.
Yeah, it's probably going to be at the top of the mountain, but that's the most dangerous place right now.
It's not going to get any better.
No. You know what this is making me think of? There was this whole undead king thing in the Shadowfell. I remember that much. That was all just a blur, though.
Well, we were right when we all first met. Surrounded by Shadowfell stuff. Remember, Theravin had that key, and there were all those little tears.
Yeah.
Kept having to close them. Where we go, there's just planar rips. Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that bad things happen in threes. So, anyhow,
True. Say lucky number 3, but it's pretty much unlucky at this point.
yeah.
So let me get this straight. There's a large tear into a dead realm, and
Yeah.
it's ruining the mountain.
Most likely.
On a lighter note, this fort, it's actually named after how it was found. An augury told settlers to build the fort here, so probably gonna be okay.
An augury, like an oracle.
Something like that, yes.
A lot of oracles are a bunch of nonsense, but let's hope this one was a good one.
Let's hope so.
Sona.
Oh, go ahead.
My apologies, Adeline.
No, you're good. I'm tired, man.
You and me both. Sona, do you think you could perhaps close that portal?
Well, anything. I think Agni would be the one to be able to do that. She closed the ones in the lake.
And it could be something like with the Feywild, so where it's just something that's keeping it open that has to be gotten rid of.
We'll
That's
have to
my
see.
guess.
It could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
Should we perhaps investigate in the morning?
Well, we're still going to need to talk to the commander here in a little bit, if he's awake.
I don't know if he's still awake.
I don't know. He had a lot of energy. An ungodly amount of energy.
I mean, if he's up, then, we might as well talk to him and then we can go to bed.
Yeah.
There'd be a chance of... We're offering to help, and it sounds like that's where we're leaning towards, judging by you two, and that's fine. Are we able to pull some strings to get the circus through this, past this hold-up?
I don't
they
know.
really need to get to Baldrick's Watch.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Could literally be
It
killing Pippa Penny any day. Really,
Yeah,
if they can get there.
the
The way isn't safe.
undead giant's agony.
To send them through, it's a good chance we would be sending them to their death.
Now, is that because of the portal or other factors?
Oh. I thought that was the only path.
Yeah, I thought that's where they were
what?
I thought that's where they were blocking the road.
Hold on, I was like, what? Why can't they get through? We're not gonna go through the mountain.
No, I thought that's why they were blocking the road. Some of the stuff out of the mountain had poured onto the road or something.
I understand it's a couple days past this safe point.
Oh,
any
okay.
settlement or something. So it's like they don't want, if there's a siege or something about to happen, they don't want 100, 200 people, whatever, just
Turn loose. Yeah.
out and about to get raided.
Uh-huh.
We don't think there's going to be a normal type siege. We think that the problem is coming from within the mountain.
Yeah.
If we're able to pull those strings to get them through, if they can get to Baldrick's Watch to just try to stop Pippa Penny from getting
and
convicted, hanged, sent down to those mines or whatever it is.
And Lord Hammond said he would try to help delay it, so that's good.
But what if he has a messenger here that's on their way to Baldrick's Watch and they're up, or
We can talk to the commander. That's all we're going to be able to do. Though, and swaps over to silent speech, first talking to you, Agni, and goes, "You're probably going to want to turn on the brain talking here for a second."
Turn on the brain talking.
Pops Electra out.
Yeah. So, Agni, on the off chance that they we got to think of a reason why he needs to let them through. We need an excuse. I'm not a good liar.
Telepathically through Electra, and he kind of says, usually would say lie, but one of the lords of this hold has sent us to go there. It's a pretty good reason. Drop Lord Hammond's name, that's a name drop. It's one that can be confirmed.
I'm gonna leave that to your call, Agony. Because I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if that'll do it or not. He seems very decided kind of guy.
They won't be able to leave right now anyway.
Yeah.
So they'd have to leave tomorrow because it's too late for them right now. They just partied. They partied hard, so they're not moving until morning.
I say let's sleep it off and talk about it in the morning.
Yeah, we'll talk. We can talk to the commander and we can try mentioning Lord Hammond, I think.
What do you guys do? Kind of a camera fades out, blurs out as it hits the corners of this scriptorium catacomb room, just like your eyes starting to blur out and you all kind of conk out at your desks. We cut to the next day, and you guys have requested another summons with Commander Pepe Horvath, one of the officials here.
Love
He's
that man.
there to meet you. You see he's eating a hefty 3 plates. Well, 4. One of them's already finished.
Agnes' own heart.
Just
Nice.
stacked eggs and meats. There's a broccoli on the side of each plate, though, and a potato. Just a plate of potato.
Potato.
We'll have a single.
Look who'd be here. And you find what you seek down below.
Yes, thank you for letting us look through it. It seems we are dealing with the giants that used to live here. They've been risen. I don't know if you know of the story of the portal to Jotunheim.
I don't.
Well, it's supposed to be a portal on top of the mountain. Supposedly it was cast in the shadow a long time ago, destroyed. But it seems that it has opened.
Slams his fist down. Well, be it. He's got egg all in his beer and he's spitting it out. Well, be it giant or scores of men, fiend or orc, Fort Ogre will stand to test the tides. Now, what do you mean to do about this? I can't likely send more men off to their death. It's to be the job for greater men. No armies march into festering places or the squandering dwells where smoke billows out. Nay, these be the trepidations of heroes. Commander so. Aye, we go. Sir, you can't. You have duties. Blast. Blast with the duties. And, but sir. And he, like, whispers something in his ear, covering his mouth. Aye. Very well. You've done me much so far, but I ask you to go further still.
Yeah, sure.
Up the cold crags and back. Bring it down if you must.
Of course. I think
before we say anything else, Agni, Alikos, thoughts, comments, concerns?
The things. More than happy, of course, to help you. There does happen to be a caravan waiting at the gate. If they would be able to get through and continue along the road, that would be of.
Afraid not. One caravan go, and the whole flock follow. Aye. I've seen a black sheep once or twice.
Attempting to get to a trial that is currently of interest to Lord Hammond.
Hammond, you say?
Hmm?
That'd be a name drop.
Yes.
Drinks his coffee. You can see he's like mulling it over. Black coffee, of course. Pounds it back. Alright. Here's to be what I can do for you. As to not stir the masses and unsettle their already aching feet. Those of the caravan which can part and which need be may go. Make for their trial, and make with haste. They do it so but not to be seen, not to travel en masse. Only who need be.
They are very good at that.
Quick.
His personal scribe is like writing this all down behind him and looks at him and puts his hand on the paper. Stop that. Well then, what can I do for you? Before you head out into this frigid frost and those plume and deluge of foreboding fog that comes down. What can I say to you? Griffins at your roost we send from the Solaris Order, perhaps. Weapons or steel if you need. You find none stronger than that forged here.
Or I think the biggest thing we're going to need is thick clothing. It's going to be cold.
Telepathically to Adlin through Electra, she says, "We want to discuss payment, or are we doing this pro bono?"
Aye. And a thick sheet it be to shelter you from this storm. Like a warm, frothy beer. Aye, you'll be mantled in furs.
With silent speech over to Agni as he says this, I think consider this one a favor that might help out with that trial. If the hero of Fort Augur is willing to speak up for somebody, especially after just doing this on the way to the trial, that's leverage.
And he kind of begrudgingly says, "Okay, that's fine." We did also just save the entirety of Bevel Bay pro bono, but we can do this one pro bono too.
Break off, scribe, break off ye. Go down to the coffers and get for them pelts of bear and fur most thick. Aye, hides of lion and weasel too. Let them be mantled. Yes. Yes, Commander.
And he's like, "Hell yeah."
I could also use a quarterstaff if you've got one. I know that's not your guard's chosen.
You asked me for a staff, and I'd gladly give you two, so you'd only break one upon the heads of our enemies.
Oh,
And if
okay.
it's one you need, one you shall receive. And points to the guy. Grab that as well. He writes it down.
Hell yeah.
And he starts thinking about she could ask this man for fucking anything.
I would like one pony.
Don't ask him that, he'll give it.
Is there anything else we need? Agni just says to the group.
If you have some holy water, actually, that I don't know if you have a member of a church up here, though.
But it was holy
Get a
oil.
man piss vinegar and spit fire, but you'll find few places that we keep holy water here, boy.
Yeah, that's
But perhaps for you, we send forth
This guy's a vibe.
The time it will take. It's making me laugh at this point. Yeah, they don't carry holy water here. They'd have to like send out for that. That could take time. Goes, as for your kin, they'll take the road of the law, past the Rhinesteg fort of my kin.
Okay. Oh, actually, if you've got some powdered silver, I can make holy water now that I'm thinking about it.
I have
All
literally.
persuasion at this point.
Sorry about
You
this.
can make holy water?
Yeah, you'd be surprised what you could just like read in a book.
He's right.
You're brash and quick to ask for something that you want, and that takes wit. Break down the silverware, give them what they need, and he like throws a spoon at one of the nearby guys.
I love this man. He's great.
Oh my god.
Dumb.
Eats the rest of the eggs with his hands like a roommate.
These are not days
Adeline?
of fickle fancy, nay, these are tales of adventure and heroism. Go and fetch them their powder. And then he kind of like wipes his beard clean a bit, takes his bib out, stands up.
Adeline,
Yeah.
are you sure we really need all this?
Holy water, probably. If it's undead, I mean, it can't hurt.
I mean, alright, if you say so.
Yeah, we haven't dealt with undead since we lost Trip. Trip
Commander
could really
slaps his-
deal with those undead.
Commander slaps his hand on the shoulder of Alikos as he's saying that, and he's walking by. The boy be bulky, but humble. Aye, thick as well. Careful
He
when you be
is.
stealthing, I know from experience.
Alka doesn't say a word. We're both speechless.
I mean, it just makes like the nice like hand symbol.
You have fine taste, sir.
Exquisite taste.
You guys then have a little bit of time. The rain is still going. Doesn't look like it's going beyond the too far from the mountain range. Like as you look out to the distance towards Mossweld and other locations, you can see breaks in the clouds. You can see sun. Just around here, there's just a heavy overcast, and Fort Augur is just kind of right in it on that threshold. But sure enough, everything you requested is brought to you. The broken down silverware for powdered that you need to make holy water.
I did want to ask. I'm still new to playing wizard, but can I like copy spells from like Agni theoretically
No,
or
she doesn't know
Not
written spells.
book,
She doesn't
yeah.
learn magic.
Need a
She
spell
doesn't
scroll or
learn
a
magic.
spell book.
okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything scrolled. Agni's magic just comes from.
Okay,
Got it.
that's what I thought. Yeah. All right. Dang.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I just wanted to ask. Please continue.
Yeah, you get all your fitted furs for cold weather traveling, and we see you guys with a look. All right, now a new look.
Get
as you
some-
ready to
Some
delve
furs to
into
put
the
on top of
mountains.
Pepper. Put some furs on Pepper. Make her like a hairy kitty.
Pepper is not his active pet right now.
Yeah.
So
Pepper's still gonna come, right?
She would have a hard time in the mountains.
Yeah, I honestly think both
They
of them are going to have to sit this one out because Cluso is not going to do good with the constant winds.
Should still bring him, and then if he has to stay behind, he can go back.
With your
Yeah.
knowledge of nature, like if he was just to like try to fly up to the peak, he would get battered by strong winds. But if he was staying relative to the footpath you're taking through valleys and such,
Okay, yeah, he should have enough coverage.
he should be
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
all right.
can still utilize him. Pepper, when it comes to climbing, would definitely
Yeah.
have an issue. It's snow capped up there, even when this isn't going on. Whatever's
Yeah.
happening.
Pepper's
So-
good about going in a straight line and
Yeah,
just
she's-
keep going in that line.
Could always take
She doesn't
our-
corner well.
She protects the carriage and like.
Okay,
Could
we'll
always
leave
take
her
our
here.
black
Like-
lab.
There's like someone
We-
who tries to like look in your carriage, and then Pepper just kind of like boinks them.
Oink, 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 oink. Are we taking, yes, as Silver said, are we taking our black lab? We're taking
Oh
all
god,
of
the
them?
commander will have a field day saying that, now that I think about it.
Shall we take Oliver? Be able to endure cold? He's a dragon. He should be able to endure.
Are dragons cold-blooded?
Yes.
So. But, like, there are ice dragons. I think their blood is magical. Let's not even
only
try
Blood is
that.
a non-factor.
If we're going by raw DMG, if they have either resistance or immunity to ice or frost, then they or cold damage.
Oliver
Sorry.
does not.
Then they okay. So then he'll take damage
Yeah,
from
know
extreme
that.
cold if it's below 0 Fahrenheit. Going by raw DMG.
So would we, though.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe.
Because we don't have resistance or immunity unless we have that is like winter clothing
What?
or whatever. It's like 25.
Yeah, I
degrees
mean, that's why I was asking about the furs and all, and he was talking about the lion's pelts and all that. But,
Like,
very
it's
Greek.
like summertime. It was
Yeah.
literally just like the hottest day in
Yeah.
summer, and now just this overcast rain.
But
I
maybe
think
we leave him back.
Gives you big, gloaming eyes of lime green, like Puss in
we should.
Boots.
I think we should take him.
We're gonna have to find some fur to wrap on him. Then he'll have to be like a vest.
He's nodding. Looks happy.
Maybe a hat. I don't know. How do you
Thoughts
make a hat
faster.
fit his head?
I mean, the other option would be to let him join the circus while they go, but they will exploit him. I want to make that extremely clear. They will charge admission.
Visibly furrows to that.
See?
Yeah, and also
He seems to enjoy fighting and adventure.
with us. Yeah.
Wants to come with us.
And
He's a good boy.
actually, just as a side thing, it's like, remember, we're trying to keep her from becoming a criminal or evil or anything.
That's what I mean. We shouldn't
He's
take
nodding
him to
like,
the
yeah, I
circus.
will.
He's a good boy.
Promise, I promise.
We'll give him scritches behind the ear.
All right, he's coming.
You know, he's he's
And he
coming.
goes, maybe I'll get a gold nugget.
I'm gonna find you a gold nugget. Don't worry, buddy.
Doesn't talk often. When he does, it's just like, he's a little bit shy to talk in common.
He's
you guys
baby.
can tell.
He is baby.
His baby.
He's quite smart compared to a baby. But
He's not a baby. He's baby. There's a difference.
yeah.
But
In a future campaign, this black dragon is seen in the distance. Players go encounter him. What is your name, Great Worm? Baby.
Him baby.
All right, yeah. It was easy enough for them to like eyeball what to fit you guys with. They are surprised that you have a dragon, a little bit, and then they're like, nah, I mean,
fuck it.
yeah. If anyone, at this rate, can you be more surprised than who is already helping us? Yeah, they will make him one of those like little Russian hats.
Perfect.
They fetch him
Oh
one
my
of those
god.
for when they have cold winters. And sort of like a vest. It's the best they could do. They like sew a couple coats together and like open it up so his wings can get out, and you guys just have to like buckle it with these loops and like wooden button barbell looking things, fasteners. But yeah, you guys get decked out, and the camera just sort of like pans out. We see you on like one of the precipices to like leave out the back of Fort Augur, and take the hiking trails that the soldiers would use for training, but you are about to use to now go off onto your adventure. We see you standing there, everyone looking different in their furs here in midsummer, The camera just kind of pans up in a way where, behind you we see the light, summer, the beautiful world, but ahead of you the dark and overcast snow-capped mountains of the Marbrook Range, where the fallen of Jotun are said to have risen. And that is where we're going to go ahead and take a break. We will pick up from shortly after this.